use for my loose cars. We call them jammers because that's what they were first called when they came out a long time ago. They used to be sold in Walmart. I'll talk about that more in a minute. But I also talked about my shop here to where I got this sun, the dome to give the warehouse some light, but that's not good for plastic. As you can see the sunlight's hitting the plastic. That's not a good thing. So I'll have cardboard boxes on this half of the shelf, and then the plastic will be totally in the shade. And I'll have stuff high enough to where it'll cast a shadow on the rest, and I won't have to worry about it. But I do have lights back there. So if I have to get back into that corner, I'll have rows and rows of my loose cars. And then these here, I just get these from Uline, these boxes, 12 by 10 by 5. And this is what I've been keeping my carded stock in. Like eventually I'll have a make and model in each box, just like I had the jammers sorted by make and model. Now this right here, as I said, it's going to be on the back side. So I'll basically have a wall of cardboard on this side, and that's going to help keep the UV, the damaging UV sun, off of my plastic and off of my collectibles. If you watched a couple of my warehouse videos, you probably see me bending down at the door, especially when I first get here. Well, you can see there's a gap, and it's wide open over there. Parking lots on this side, there's a bus parking lot on that side, trash bin in the corner. So this gap right here, look, you can see leaves. I wind up with a bunch of stuff blowing in. So I just put that right there to help minimize how much is coming in, unless I gotta sweep up. Cause see, look, I had this big door open to give me some air one day, and look how dirty it is. Look at all that stuff that blew in. So you can search the internet. The company that makes them is Creative Options. They market them now as double-sided thread organizers. Well, see, now it only says double-sided. Now they changed it again, multi-craft carrier, but we use them for our toy cars. They used to have a product number so that we knew for, oh, I don't know if this is it, 993544. I'm not sure if that's it, but this is what we use to collectors have been using this for a long time for our loose cars, like Hot Wheels size, even Johnny Lightning. You know, Johnny Lightning, I like to put that right there so I can see it real quick. Here's some of the recent Johnny Lightning videos where I unboxed. Now for larger models, this is a Plano. By the way, Plano makes this too, even though it says Creative Options. This is manufactured by Plano, as far as I know. Same company. Excuse me, truck, we're making a video. I get this at Walmart. You can get these in craft stores. Sometimes you get these in craft stores, by the way, but not all the times. Rarely do you see them in Walmart anymore. You don't see them in the toy aisle, that's for sure. You have to go over into the craft section. There's Flo. So Disney Pixar cars, a little bit larger. I use these types of cubbies. Just put my cars in there. And some people say, aren't you afraid of them getting chipped up? They're just sitting there. It's not like I'm jogging while I'm carrying this. They just sit there. It's not like they're really going to get damaged. And I've also have quite a few of these here. I got these at Walmart. Now this is it's more shallow. So what I like to use these for, actually, I got Pixar cars in here now, but in the future it'll be changed. Because like Hot Wheels models that are too long for the cases, I'm going to start using these here. Other larger loose cars that I use for these, I'm sure you've seen my video, Boingy Boingy. I have these in here. I have this too as well. I forgot the name of what these were. I'll post a link to that video as well when I look it up, because I don't remember the name. They were kind of neat, kind of like Legos, to where you can take the car apart and put them back. Snap rides, that's what they were, snap rides. Some of the Matchbox stuff. Matchbox had these larger vehicles. I don't know if you remember that one. Here's one with the shark. And oh yeah, Matchbox, they also had real working rigs. So these come in very handy for the real working rigs as well. People ask me, how do I keep my cars? Well, for the Hot Wheels Fantasy models, I just have each letter of the alphabet gets its own case, A, B, and then when it fills up, then I just make another one. But sometimes I like a model so much, like Bone Shaker, I get so many samples of the Bone Shaker, so I just he gets his own jammer. I mean, why have it take up a bee jammer mixed in with the other bees? Just go ahead and get my bone shakers. It used to be I had Batman and bone shakers in here, but there's so many Batmobile releases and Batman, so now actually I can take this off now because Bone Shaker got his own case. And if you wonder what is 0 to 99, well, some models, their name starts with the number 8 crate. Let's see what else is here that I can think of real quick. Quarter mile coupe. That guy was Team Hot Wheels, I forgot the name. Quarter mile coupe, 24 hours, 16 angels, 24/7, 40 something. 40 something. I said the name. I knew it was 40 something. Oh yeah, 40 something. Let's see. I think that's about all that I have in here right now. Man, I always draw a blank as to that guy's name. Now for license models, I have to put like a general case. A to B, C to G, and so on. So the A's would be these kinds of models. Austin Healey, Austin, God, I'm all tongue-tied. The Austin Mini, Austin Healey, Audi, Aston Martin, Alfa Romeo, Audi, Auburn, AMC. These are all Hot Wheels, by the way. And this is an AB case, so I have, there's some of the B case cars that start with a B. I'm sure people are going to want to see the Bugatti since it's in there. There's all my Bugattis, the mystery cars. Sorry, not for sale or trade. BMW, of course. Now, when I get a lot of cars like the BMW, eventually the manufacturer will get its own case, or I'll start combining. So here's Toyotas and Subarus, Jaguars and Lamborghinis. So I just started piling into a separate one. It makes it easier for me to find them that way. Here's my Avalanche. I have a lot of the VW drag truck from the California Dreamin'. Let's see here. Oh, Matchbox. I don't sort the Matchbox because I just don't. I don't even know if I ever will, because look, there's 50 times more Hot Wheels models than Matchbox models, so it's not so hard for me to combine the Matchbox just into general cases. You're probably also wondering, why do I have these tags like this? Well, at home I had these actually in the back, so in order to maximize space it would be like this, so I could stand here and I can see what is in the back row. That's why all of these have tags up front, because they were in the back row at home. But over here there won't be a back row, because this is cardboard. This side they're going to face this way. Then the next row, by the way, I'm not done putting them together. This row, they're going to face that way. This one's going to face that way. Then this row, the jammers are going to face this way. And if I have that many jammers go this way, I got a couple hundred jammers of cars at home, so I'm sure I'm going to fill up a lot of this shelf space. I can reach that height, so I'll put jammers up to there, but then I'll just put stuff on top that's not heavy for one, and stuff that I'll rarely need. So every trip from home, I'm going to have a layer of jammers so I can get my cases over here, and then on top of them, I'll put stuff that I have at home, like these vintage sets. Here you have the Thunder Shift Roaring Raceway. This is an old set, probably from the 80s. I think it's from the 80s. And then with me here being in the warehouse, right? So now I'm going to have space to do more reviews of different stuff, not even particularly Hot Wheels. Here you have the Hot Wheels Twin Mill Challenge. Anybody got those twin mills? I'm looking forward to reviewing this. I'm going to make myself a nice table for those reviews. People ask me, where do I get the 2-into-1 piece? I did it in a recent video, in a track time video, where I had the cars do a big circuit, and then in order to get back into the circuit, I had this 2-into-1 piece. Well, that's where I got it from. These were from Kmart many years ago. Early 2000s, I think, came with that Roger Dodger. So yeah, I bought a bunch of these because at the time I was doing birthday parties for kids, and I used that 2-into-1 piece with my track layout. By the way, I said that not necessarily doing just Hot Wheels. I had bought these, but I never got around to the time. But you see, when I get more organized, hopefully I have more time to do more vehicle play sets that kids of all ages would love. And lastly, I am here in California, so this is earthquake country. So eventually I'm going to, or very soon, I'm going to have a way to block the ends this is not the end. The end's going to be over here. But the ends, I'm going to have to put something so that the jammers don't fall out. Right now, see, all I do is I get it behind this wedge. So this way, it'll be all right there, you know, a little trimmer, or if I bump into it. But eventually, I'm going to have side panels to keep them from falling out. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my kind of warehouse tours. It gives you an idea of what I'm working on. Maybe you see hints of where I'm heading or whatnot. I appreciate you watching. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.